Today is my birthday. Today I am 25 years old. I am celebrating this wonderful day here at home visiting my family.
I love it when we're all together.
I drove all night just to be here. That's my mom and that's my dad.
Hello.
They grew up in the 60s, the 1960s. I think they were both hippies, both flower children.
No, we were not.
I'm sure they were flower children. See, I'm a teacher. I teach history in high school. I just started this year, and I love the 60s. It's like I'm swimming in all those images from the past. I can just see Mom back then wearing long flowing tie-dye dresses and love beads with, the granny glasses on her nose and lava lamps in her bedroom.
If you say so.
And my dad, I don't see him quite the same way. He was drafted right after high school. He went straight to Vietnam.
We called it in country.
I can just see him now. Army fatigues and a helmet with a rifle slung over his shoulders. I bet he was very dashing.
Oh, I was.
He was very handsome. He sent me pictures and I wrote to him and I said, I bet he was going to be general in no time.
Well, that would have taken a while, and I did not intend to stay in country that long. And as it turned out, I didn't have to.
Mom and Dad met in high school and went to college together after Dad got home from the service.
No. I never went to college.
Oh, that's right. Didn't I know that? I thought that you came back and you...
intended to. Your mother and I met and dated in high school. I was a couple years older than her, and I was gonna wait for her until she graduated so we could both start college at the same time. But that didn't happen.
Then when did you get back home from Vietnam?
I was there until Tet Offensive, January of 1968. I was on guard along the perimeter of the base camp. It was Vietnamese New Year, so everything was supposed to be quiet. But then, in the dead of the night, all hell broke loose. Mortar fire rained down from above, and bullets came in from all sides. There was nothing to block the bullets. No sandbags, no politicians. Just me. I fired back into the dark for as long as I could, until I was hit.
You got shot?
Twice.
I don't remember that. Did I know that?
Hit both times in the chest. Someone grabbed me from my shirt and pulled me away from the front line, and the medics started treating me.
So when did you get back home?
A few days later. They brought my body home a few days later and buried me in Arlington Cemetery.
Wait, what? Are you saying that you died?
Yes, honey, I'm afraid so.
How is that possible?
Stop. Just stop it, okay? Why does this happen every time? We were just together for a nice birthday party, and right away, you start talking about getting shot and dying. I don't like remembering that part. I've tried to get past it. You know I don't like this part. Now, let's start again.
Hello. Today is my birthday. Today I'm 25 years old. I am celebrating this wonderful day here at home, visiting with my family.
I just love it when we're all together.
I'm a history teacher, and I love finding out about the past. I drove all the way home from Colorado to be with my family.
Oh, we're just so happy that you're here.
And so am I. But, wait. You were still in high school when you knew each other?
Yes.
Yeah.
And you really died in Vietnam.
I'm afraid so.
Okay, let's leave that alone for a minute. And you were still in high school when he died in Vietnam.
Yes, he was the love of my life.
So, were you pregnant in high school?
No,
No.
no,
Then how could he be my father?
he's not.
He's not?
I'm not what I want it to be. More than anything.
I don't know what to say. This is what you're telling me? That my father isn't my father? This is what you're telling me on my birthday?
Every time this happens, it's always difficult for you to hear.
Every time? What do you mean every time? This is the first time I've heard any of this. Apparently I don't know anything about either one of you, about my own life. And how can I be talking to you, whoever you are, if you are dead, if you got killed?
No one expects you to remember this all right away.
Wait. Who is my father? Did you meet him at college? Did you even go to college?
Yes, I went to college. I graduated from high school after losing the love of my life. I moved on, went to college.
We never meant for this to happen the way that it did.
We wanted you so much.
Okay, all right, I'll play along. If you went to college, that was at least 25 years ago, right? This is my birthday. I am 25 today. This is 1999, so I must have been born 25 years ago in 1974, right when you would have been in college. Is that where you met my father?
It's my own fault. I made you a history teacher this time. Usually you don't ask so many questions.
Why did you think it's 1999 this time?
What do you mean? We're not going back in time, are we? Look at a calendar, it's 1999.
I told her it was 1999 before we started. Just like I told her about flower children.
It is 1999. I taught classes this week. I keep a very accurate date book and syllabi for my classes. It's 1999. A few more months and we'll be in a new century. A new millennium for me and for you and for my own students, my own flower children. How do you know what I call my students?
Because that's what I told you to call them before we started.
Before we started what?
Before we started this.
Hello. Today is my birthday. Today I am 25 years old. I am celebrating this wonderful day here at home, visiting with my family.
And we're gonna have a really nice time. I hope so.
Except I remember what we were talking about. Was he my father?
No.
You are my mother, right?
No.
No. Then what? Am I adopted? Did you kidnap me? If you aren't my mother and father, who was? Who was? Someone was, right? Right?
We wanted a child so much. We talked about it. We wanted to start a family. When we could, when the time was right, but
He died before we were ever together.
and she loved me so much that she never married anyone else. She never loved anyone else.
And you, my dear, dear child, you were never born.
Can't. You've told me this before, haven't you?
Yes, sometimes it comes up.
So what am I? Am I a ghost of some kind? A spirit?
No, not exactly.
But I'm not really here, am I? I'm not real?
Neither one of us are real exactly. She brings us back.
How? How do you do that? How am I here?
You are everyone I ever wanted. And in my mind, you could become anyone you wanted to be. And so every time I think of you, I bring you here in one of your possibilities. Sometimes you're an adult, sometimes you're in grade school and I help you with your homework. Sometimes you're a girl, sometimes not. Sometimes you found love, sometimes you have a family of your own, or you're alone, like me. Or you're so busy you wish you had the time to be alone. Sometimes you need me, and sometimes we just hang around together. Sometimes you're a doctor, or a judge, or a scientist, or a teacher. Although I have to say that making you a teacher has made you ask a lot of questions this time. We don't usually have to talk about what all of this means.
But I'm never really me, am I? The me I would have been?
No, but maybe that's what I miss the most. Never really having a definite you.
You know, I think I understand that. I think I know what that feels like. Missing someone you never met.
Yes. In some ways, it's worse than missing someone you used to know.
It must be hell in its own way.
It is hell, but the possibilities of what you might have been are endless, and that can get to you after a while.
But how can I keep coming back? You don't have any real memories of me. I don't have any of my own memories apart from what you tell me. I'm not much more than a dream.
Sometimes dreams are like memories. They're just pointed in a different direction.
Is this really my birthday?
Well, no. I don't know when that would have been, do I? I just like this time of year. And I don't always bring you back on a birthday.
Christmas is fun. She likes having us around on Halloween, even though the trick-or-treaters can't even see us.
So I'm not really a teacher.
No, and it's not really 1999 either.
Why?
This is just what I wanted you to be this time.
It has something to do with flower children, doesn't it? I've been a product of her imagination for a very long time. I know what she's thinking.
You mean flower children from the 60s?
No, it's just something I've been aware of. Something that's been happening in the world. See, in my mind, you're not always a teacher, but you always make a difference. Whatever the world needs, that's what you do. And in my mind, that's what you do with the life that you didn't get to live.
We wanted a child who could change the world. I like to think every parent wants that.
We were growing up, change seemed possible. We thought we had to make it happen.
Because it seemed like grown-ups were throwing their children at their problems in a war, at home.
And those of us that grew up started doing the same thing, throwing the future at our problems, as if we got an endless supply of everything, as if nothing and no one will ever run out.
As if the children will last. As if you can always bring them back.
Yes. So this time, I wondered what it would have been like if you had been there. If you could have been a teacher. What if you knew those boys and could have talked to them, could have listened to them, could have stopped them before they did that terrible thing in Colorado? Or you might have had your own students, your own flower children, so they could keep growing at that school named after that beautiful flower.
So I'm not alive. Not in the strictest sense, right?
Right.
And you're not alive. You died in 1968, so you can't do anything.
Right.
But you're alive. You can make a difference. You still have the chance to change things before bad things happen, right?
No.
No what? No, you can't change things?
No, I can't change things, and no, No, I'm not alive.
That's not possible. How can I be here if you're not alive?
After you died, I knew I had lost the love of my life, the only love I would ever have had. I did go to college. I know I could have met someone else who could have been your father, but I was just sad. I was just sad all the time and nothing made it better. And then I made some friends and they wanted me to feel better and they were nice people. And I had never taken pills before, so I just didn't know how many were too many. And so down they went and I fell asleep and I woke up here.
It's not a bad place.
It's not good or bad, it's just where I'm at. They let me bring you here anytime I want. You're both my joy, my dream, and my punishment.
How are we your punishment?
Because I have to explain it to you all every time.
I'm sorry.
Not as sorry as I am.
But we're here. We're all still here. Can't we pretend it all worked out? Just for today?
Yes, I suppose I am allowed to do that.
Oh, thank God. The only thing worse than being dead is feeling bad about it.
Well, okay then. Hello. Today is my birthday.
Today, she's 25 years old.
And here we are to have a wonderful celebration together as a family. Oh, yeah.